Hello guys, it's Jeanette here for Forest Ceramics, and I've come back to Whichford Pottery to collect the pieces I made when I was on the course. But I have actually met up with somebody while I was here. Guess who's here with me?
Hi everybody!
So Lois has come here. Do you want to share a bit of your exciting news?
Well, as some will know, I did a scale course at Whichford Pottery with Adam Keeling, who is the most amazing production potter. It's him and his father that own the pottery, and they have. Oh, here we go. Look, take it. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
They are asked to see some of my pottery because they might consider putting it in the pottery selling room.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing. It's quite busy here. All the potters going for their lunch.
Anyway, so I'm very, very excited. So they're going to have a look at my pieces and see whether they are happy to sell them for me, which takes a load off because I can just make pots.
Yeah, and have more space at home.
More pots.
That's amazing. So you might then be able to get Lois's pottery at Whichford Pottery, which would be amazing.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
For
So
both of us,
we are going to have a go around the pottery studios and have a look what's going on there, and then we're going to go grab some lunch. But yeah,
we are
lovely to meet up again, and we're going to plan another get together, aren't we? We've
got
to play clay together. So yeah, take care. Bye.
Go in, have a look.
No.
Go on.
Are you mind? Don't want to disturb him.
On the sides, there's two holes that you can look in and see where the
you've got the gaps to put your part with the. They put the.
It's worth looking in from both sides.
Is it? Yeah. We don't want to interrupt you. What you're doing?
It looks spectacular. All that work.
Oh wow! That is densely packed.
Video of a video.
That's a lot of stuff. Actually,
It's a light pack, honest.
wow.
Another one of your I don't know how you describe it, Indian shaped, like this piece that's there. There's another. You've got another one of those done. Oh wow! It takes 2 weeks to cool down.
Grief! That's phenomenal.
What it was.
Because we got one out last time, it was very good, so I think
It kind of goes like that.
Oh,
I'm in the wrong place.
on a large scale. Wow.
But on a massive scale.
oh yeah, that's the maquette there.
But, I mean, there's obviously another bit, but I don't know where it goes. But something like that.
There's 3 legs
3 legs and
and
then...
then a lantern on top.
God.
Well, you can only be proud when you're doing stuff like this. You can only be thinking to yourself, I know you won't be, but you've got to be proud. Look at it. It's
It is
stunning.
incredible.
It is. I can't even get my head around how that's
a silly
made.
question, but it can't be solid, or is it solid?
No, it's that's very easy, that's light. I mean, it's about that thick. That's hollow.
It is hollow.
You make tubes, and that's an easy one to make.
You're making it round a
The big
tube.
ones are rather more difficult.
You extrude.
No, I don't. No, I use a slab roller.
Oh, okay.
You made that sound like it was really simple.
That one there will start off
Yeah.
at 4
You gotta come play.
centimetres thick. So they're immensely heavy. So this, I'm afraid, is the top of a piece that was over 6 foot tall.
Christ.
But the last half inch in the kiln, we smashed it.
Oh.
Yeah, but then
Part of a
you adapt and
3-piece
overcome,
sculpture.
don't you?
So there's
has to.
one piece left. You go down to my workshop and have a look at it, you'll see the idea of the scale.
Oh, the size of that.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, whoa.
So you can see where they sat. So 3.
Those.
Oh, and that's what is broken. Oh, okay.
No.
So no.
We've got
Oh.
1 in. And then...
So it's gonna. And how the hell do you make a third? Because of the shrinkage to get it to
I
match
think
in
you
the way
could-
you've.
This one is the best piece.
That is
This isn't going
amazing.
in then.
And we decided... We broke both the ones that we put in. So we decided to...
So
So
what?
we've mended one. One just snapped because you can't... He's basically...
Oh, I see where this is. Because this had some.
So this snapped here. The last one, the first one snapped there just because you can't tilt at all. And they're very heavy.
Ay.
But he's mended it and it will probably come out. But
This
we
is
just
a
want to see.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful breed. Isn't
That
it?
just
So nice, isn't it?
that defeats
Grabs
logic.
it.
Yeah,
I said
it
to
just.
him, like, if we fire this on its own, it's an absolutely like it's so
It's
cool.
a stunning piece,
Yeah,
like you
and
say,
it
just on
doesn't
its
need- It
own.
doesn't need the other ones.
But I guess he's just imagining what it should have been part of.
I think part of the craftsmanship is that
So
actually
is he going to try and
you're
do?
testing boundaries rather than
Yeah.
like the end product is good, but really what my dad wants, what he gets his thrill out of is making. You know,
Yes.
stretching clay.
Yeah,
Seeing
and
what-
literally
seeing what he can make it do.
trying to do the impossible
So
and
he's
seeing.
not upset. You know, I would have been just distraught. He
Yeah.
wasn't. He just kind of like 10 minutes of a bit irritated. and
Yay.
I don't think I'm a bit like that.
Well, I think he says I've had 50 years of being a potter, so
God,
clay will do it to you.
And it takes that to get.
what a place to work in though. This is just
Yeah, this is this
This
was
is-
last year.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful for him. It's absolutely
what a
wonderful.
place.
He's earned it.
I'll just.
When did you start packing this? How many days so far?
This is the 6th day. Last time I packed without the flower pots, it took me 12 days.
Wow.
It's a bit of a-
And I guess it's something you want to do yourself from start to finish. You know
And I don't
where everything's
mind
going.
some help bits,
Yeah.
but
Some elements you're happy
I
to.
don't want to get rid of too much of it. I'm going to have to replace that stuff.
Are you using your wadding clay, your soft clay, as in to sort of for them to stick in certain places
Yeah.
because you want the firing?
That'll be a
We don't
disc.
want him to stick to the counter.
It will be a disc of whitish clay with red marks across.
Yeah, and of course then the
There'll be like
whatever
a
you're
moon with
you're getting a shape.
with the branches.
You say 2 weeks
so the
till.
clay is actually leaving a mark of not allowing the
Not allowing the flame to hit.
the trigger.
Ah, yeah,
The clay's not allowing.
yeah. Wow.
I'll let you concentrate. Thank you for your time this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, brilliant.
So how long have you each been working here?
I've been here 4 years, just over. Emma and I about 18 months.
Yeah.
5 years.
She's just a dinosaur.
No.
Yeah, and I'm only 40.
I saw you were doing all these pots where you can put get people's names and that on them. They're quite nice, aren't they? Personalised stuff.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
inscriptions.
Ah, your spacings. I was working at them. What you were
Yeah, I
doing?
mean technical blue stars along
Yep.
the top there.
Yep. Love the
I
technical
was saying,
approach.
Put it on the top of my,
The markings,
do the little
yeah.
lines.
It's an amazing tool.
So we have a toothbrush, we have a credit card, and we have
anything other
blue dots.
Adam's thing's a
To do
fork.
the rims on the stuff
Oh, yeah,
downstairs.
we got to
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
that holds it really good.
Who got told
Ah.
I'm using a fork all the time now.
No.
Apparently I'd stolen.
Oh, you'd stolen the
3
fork
years ago.
And he'd spent, what was it, like 20 years like
Perfecting
with
the
one
fork.
foot.
Perfecting.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
it down to the right shape.
Yeah.
And then it appeared in my.
I haven't seen the fork. What do you use the fork for?
When he's joining two pieces of
Oh,
he will
he-
use a fork for everything.
Course
Ah.
service, yeah, just to get it, yeah.
oh, I'm going to see this.
So, if you've been here a wee while, is it always been about decoration for you, or were you
No.
throwing as well?
Anything and everything. I've done everything apart from throwing.
What that like?
So gardening, office,
Gardening.
looking after kids, servicing, clay room, decorating, hand press, everything apart from
Throwing.
throwing and a bit of glazing, I suppose.
That's really good to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
See, I want to make some moulds to do this because
Yeah.
it's not something that.
I've not tried anything like this.
Yeah, you just need to make, if you get the you don't need no undercuts, so if you're sculpturing it out of clay, you have to think the other way around, as in you don't want any undercuts. So
Okay.
it will
Pull it off.
pull it on
Pull
the
off,
thing,
yeah.
Yeah. And then just once you've got it, you could just cast
Oh,
it.
it's just
plaster
beautiful.
Paris, and
Absolutely
then
beautiful.
what we do is have a rubber master nowadays. So then you've just got that former for all the time then.
What weight have you got in these?
£21.
There's the fork, you see.
Ah,
There's a fork.
you never showed us the fork. Lois kept telling me about the fork.
Well, we
We didn't
really
need
do-
to
I
use
mean,
the fork,
the
did we?
No, smaller stuff you don't, yeah, but as soon as, and this is soft, so you've got to put a lot more. As soon as you've really got to go for it, fork's quite good, but normally you can just run your
So you can go.
hands across it.
Yeah, so that I was losing a bit of I'll get a bit of a wobble on again now because I've not done it so long, and actually he's pulling down with both hands more than I am. Go straight in the top, yeah. Of course, Adam said to me, "Don't worry about if you go through. No, you can always put clay in the bottom." Whereas we're all taught.
Yeah, always make sure you leave enough at the bottom. Never even thought that you can add more at the bottom.
You're putting the hole in now.
Yeah.
Oh, right, here we go. Welcome.
So I'll start there, and then you can sort of come round. And do
From the front.
It's only just a nice position to remember. It's always you've got to go through that line. So you
Yeah.
just come up, then you can press the rim.
That has made such a huge difference to like doing a flat hand up.
Yeah, as soon as you go above 3 or 4 pounds, because all of that, otherwise you just that's
Or a sponge or whatever.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
it takes all the energy. Because
Love it.
that's it.
And another one with their stick in the
I
corner.
know, that's what I mean. It's all about the stick.
Yeah, that just saves you 100 movements of keep checking.
Laughing, you know.
Well, yeah, you know, all these fancy ones that you buy.
We buy a nice pretty one that screws up and down with a
Oh,
rubber,
no,
rubber
no,
thing.
no,
Yeah,
just-
and you've got the
just-
stick.
just
Don't
change
change
it.
it. Don't change it.
It's
Oh. No, I love the course though. It was absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. Oh, I was going to say, can I have you there for perspective and size? That is humongous. Flipping heck. I mean, that is. How the hell?
As well.
How the hell did they throw that?
If you notice when he makes them, because of the shrinkage, there is no bottom in them.
Oh,
And what he does is then they put a bottom in afterwards. They have them made.
the bottom is made separately and added.
He was making them, but they'll be about somewhere. They're like a big hole.
Flipping
Because
heck.
what he said is that this can move. He doesn't want a lot of it stuck to the back at the bottom.
Of course, yeah, you're trying to get it
You know what
off.
I mean? Well,
Yeah.
You've got that issue that if it's very
It's
wet
more
at the
likely to
bottom,
crack
yeah.
if you've got it all on the bottom.
When he's doing big stuff like this.
That just doesn't look possible to be physically thrown.
Well, I mean, what's it going to be across? It's more than a metre, 1.2.
That is phenomenal.
Fantastic. Heidi, over to you. Where are we going to next, and what does it have to do with that
42, 108 across.
108, just over a metre across.
42 inches across at this stage. He wants that to finish at 100, doesn't he?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Although that would be more than 8%.
God, not seen one that big before.
At the moment, because I don't think he'll be finished. There's more to go yet.
What do you mean? As in more to go on the top?
Yeah, I think that won't be his finish. He'll have this to go on at the top. So I think the finish will be up here.
Has that been done in more than one piece, this piece?
I think that's probably 3 pieces already.
Is this already, how many pieces would this be so far? And has he got more to go on top?
He's got a top one.
One more foil about that big.
To put because he'll do it so he has this rim on the top.
Oh.
Or this. Yeah.
But it's weirdly easier to make a little pot.
What?
Yeah, because it comes up in a cylinder, in a thing on a back.
Yeah.
So all you've got to do is throw a
Yeah, you
wall.
make it and turn it over. As you go.
Some people want to move the estate wherever they want to. If you've got good records, your executors in the future will thank you for it, especially if you
Do a lot more of that now. I've actually been taught to do that with Adam. Should I get a lot of things, a lot more of the big pieces more seated before I even turn the wheel on. When I'm doing a piece on top of a piece on top of a piece, you feel like that down.
taking the loan from the bank, that they could drop you higher to repay it, even if they did divorce. And as I was mentioning to the last caller, drawing up what's called a deed of trust to set up a buyer policy, who's put in what money, you could do that as well if you're remortgaging and doing an extension like these people work. It just gives you a bit more protection, just having that conversation and setting out the these feelings of unfairness. So all kinds of relations can run wild. I would say very strongly, if you can have conversations about these things when you are alive, it really will make things easier after your death. There's lots of other things that you could talk about too. Funeral arrangements being one, often people don't make any record of this. I did my power of attorney last week with my husband, something we've been trying to get done for ages.
Leaving home and setting up his own home, his own house, etc. And the other child, just landed low-paid job, has got married, has a couple of children, but they've always struggled because they mortgage, etc. And over the last about 10 years, I've been given. He looked back at the house. They had to look for somewhere. So I then finally decided I would cash in a big chunk of my savings to pay for a mortgage, for a deposit for a working stock. And this one has just landed on her feet and big.
Very expensive bulk. So it's not any old fork. It's one that you've worn down.
I've got a couple of them, when they get real short teeth and then make a fair few pots with them.
Putting the slip on, but it's not wet slip as such, it's just wet, it's wetter clay.
Squibber.
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 Is that what it's called?
Is that what you
Or
call
did
it,
you
or is
make
that
it
a
up?
real word?
Squibber.
Squibber.
Mr. Squibber.
Squibber.
So did you christen it that as a child?
We're going to look this up online.
Or is
There
this a real
actually
word?
A word called squibber.
Squibber.
Squishy and wet.
I reckon you came up with that in your early years and it's stuck at the pottery and now it's gone in the English dictionary. Well, what's the chances of that?
Small all round. It's all good. Yeah. It's close this side is that side. No.
I'm holding my breath.
I didn't breathe either.
That's what helped do it, you see, on your breath.
Is that what helped? Did it? If we breathed, it wouldn't work.
Oh, just hold on. There's a trick here. Oh, that was clever, wasn't it? We're in the way. Let's
Have a lift off with this baton on. Okay, Steve.
Well done.
I feel like it needs a round of applause. And then done it how many times?
Oh no, you've got to try and get that in a bit now because it's a little bit bigger. He's already pushed it in. Look, he's already pushed it in. He's already pushed it in.
Quick as that.
So I've thrown that, the top for that, I'll blast that, then I'll go and throw that out, then I'll go and put that on.
So you go backwards and forwards a bit.
You've always got the two on the go at once.
To rest.
So we decided to come to get a little drink and a bit of lunch. Cafe's backed up, a lot of people in there, so we're just going to have cake and a drink. That suits me fine, I'm quite happy having cake. But we really had good fun at the pottery studio.
Somebody's reminding her about apple ties.
I haven't had apple ties, I was just saying, for about 10, 15 years.
We like apple ties.
Apple ties. But we had good fun at the pottery studio, didn't we? And they loved your work, absolutely loved it. So that looks really promising.
Got to wait yet. You've got to wait until you see it on the table with the prices on.
I'll be going back there to see it on the table and say, that's Lois's work. Yeah. So we've had a lovely morning. We're going to have a bit of a natter, have a piece of cake and a drink, and then we're going to head home. But yeah, beautiful place, absolutely gorgeous. I wish we weren't driving so we could get some gin. That'd be nice.
Cocktails look good. Mojito would have gone down nice.
Oh, I could have sat here all afternoon.
What we need to do, darling, is do an overnighter.
We do. Arrive.
I've got size fury.
I thought I'd give you a sign.
I've got the bigger one. Right, we're a bit busy now. We've got cake to eat. Bye. Hi, I've just got home from my trip to Whichford Pottery where I met Lois. Fabulous day, but I haven't had a chance to look at the pottery I've just collected. So I've just come home and taken it out of the bags, and I thought I'd share with you my pottery from my 2-day course. So we started off on one clay that had got quite a bit of grog in it, and we had to throw just a basic cylinder, and hopefully you can see this. It's not actually brilliant, the light here, is it? It's hard for me to... Is it too bright? I don't know. I like that. It's actually got a nice, we use an oxide to put the markings on it, and it was just starting to get used to throwing this clay and just playing lots of practice with the same repetition technique. Then started to get a bit bigger, so this is the bowl with that same clay that had got quite a lot of grog in it. But it was easy to throw with. It was nice and smooth, again with the same surface texture design on that. And then they put a clear gloss on it, so I like those too. Very nice, starting to get a little bit bigger. And then after the lunch we moved on to the other clay, which had less grog in it, but it was so stiff to work with. So threw a small cylinder to start off with and struggled. It was so hard to centre. But this, you can see, has got like I think it's a yellow iron oxide on it. Using the roller to go around. I quite like that. So you just brushed on the oxide and then put the roller in it. That's a lovely rich colour. Now it's been glazed, hasn't it, with the glossy glaze. I like that. and I like the effect on this one. This was the biggest one I did, but it was tough to throw because it was really stiff. The clay was super stiff, but I like the effect on this one. Again, with that splatter, I don't know if you can see that very much on camera, with the reflection and the sun. I'll take some photographs afterwards so you can see, but I like that. And then we move back to the original clay, which although it had got grog in it, it was the right consistency for throwing. Even Simon, the tutor, said, oh, move back to the first clay. And this was the one I threw. I like the shape of that. And again, detailing on the neck, like this with the gloss glaze on it. Very nice, very nice. And then this I think is my favourite. This one, I like that shape. Really nice. I learned a lot on this course, a lot of new techniques, and when I got home I was able to throw bigger as well using these new techniques, so that was fabulous. But I also really enjoyed going back and meeting Adam, the owner of Whichford Pottery, and seeing him throw those humongous like 1.5 metre tall pots that go into the all the country houses. Gorgeous. So that was fascinating today as well. So really enjoyed the course. Hope you've enjoyed watching and following. I'll add some photographs now, hopefully, which show a little bit more the pieces at the end. But thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Hi, a little extra video I'm tagging on the end because I discovered after I was looking at the footage and the photographs that I was actually missing one pot after I collected them from Witchford. It was my biggest one, my 5 kilogram one. I'm thinking, these all have shrunk incredibly a lot, but it wasn't. I was missing the biggest one. So contacted them, and Ali had a good search around, and one of my pots, the largest one, had been put with some other potters' work from another workshop. So they very kindly posted it to me because it would be a 3.5-hour round trip for me to go and get it. And it's arrived today in the post. And this is my biggest pot. So this is the biggest one I've thrown today. It's 5 kilograms. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got a lovely speckle on this, a lot of grog, and it was compressed significantly with a rib. There's a few small specks you can see that the grog has come through, but considering how grogged it was and the clear glaze, it's really lovely and smooth. The slip is quite subtle. Nice big piece, got some holes in the bottom. Love it. So I will try and take a photo of this. It is the evening here, so I'm not going to get brilliant daylight or sunshine on it, but I will tag these on to the photographs of the other pieces that I did. Hope you enjoyed watching.